Hey everyone, Dustin here from Manifestation Academy. So I want to share another insight I got, an experience I had at the Joe Dispenza event. So we've heard of people and this talk of like no time, right? Where like we go up in the past, the present, the future, it's all occurring now. And it's kind of a very challenging construct to grasp with the linear logical mind because it doesn't really make sense. Like yesterday was yesterday, tomorrow hasn't occurred yet. How could it all be at the same time? And not that I quite get it linearly, but at the Joe Dispenza event where we are doing these deep pineal gland meditations, tapping into the ether, the field, the fifth dimension, the energetic realm, I had a really cool experience where I felt the timelessness, essentially. We were there for 1 week, but I swear it felt like I was there for about 2 months. And that's because I almost went to this place where there was just, I felt like time was more of an experience. It wasn't necessarily a logical understanding. It was an experience. It was a feeling. It was an emotion. And when I was there, I just was there and just like, yeah, I'm here, and I'm here, and it's beautiful, and it's felt like it's been so long, but in a really good and beautiful way, like the longest vacation I had ever had. And it's so hard to describe, but it was almost just a feeling. It was almost like a feeling, and it was an understanding, and it was like I had all the time in the world to do what I wanted, or create what I wanted, or be who I wanted in this realm. And even when I was meeting up with some friends, and they were trying to plan dinners and stuff like that, and I remember listening to them. And he would say, oh yeah, we're going to dinner tonight or tomorrow. I don't even remember. And I remember like him saying it, and then the words would almost vanish, and I couldn't even understand what he was saying about it. And then I would say, wait, say that again? And he would say it, and it would vanish. And it was like my mind could not grasp whether he was saying we're having dinner tomorrow or tonight, and it almost didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. It's like my thought was, if I'm meant to have dinner with them, I'll feel intuitive, and I'll walk around, and I'll run into them, and then I'll have dinner with them. If I'm not meant to be there, I won't be there. And that's all that mattered. There was no planning necessary. There was no organization necessary. It was just like, okay, you'll have dinner when you have dinner. If I'm going to join you, I'll join you. I'll be there. If not, I won't be there. Now, I know in the logical, linear world, we got to get reservations, blah, blah, blah. I know that maybe doesn't flow. It's not quite it's more logical construct, but it's just how I felt in the moment. It was just like a flow energy, and it didn't matter. Like if I'm there, I'm there. If I'm not, I'm not. It doesn't really matter. And I didn't even need to know necessarily ahead of time when he was gonna have dinner. Like it's almost like, yeah, I'll feel intuitively to time to eat, and I'll feel intuitively to walk over here, and I'm sure I'll run into you. I will find you. It'll just happen by just following my intuition. Wherever I run into, that's where, and I'll know in the moment when I see it, like, yep, this is where I'm supposed to be, or this is not where I'm supposed to be, and I'll just flow to it. And the third thing, and I know people, this has happened to before, where you say is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday, and you forget the day. But we were there, and I could have sworn it was Saturday. Like, I knew it was Saturday, I could have sworn. And I remember looking at my phone, and I see it was Sunday. And I was so shocked, and I was thinking, like, what did I do yesterday? Like, what happened yesterday? I couldn't remember. I just remember vaguely playing in the beach, but it was like all the time it just merged, and it didn't even matter. It was just kind of all there, and it all was happening sort of at once, but it just all was happening. Like, and it didn't matter. It was like it was happening when it was happening, and it didn't matter if it was yesterday or today. And I almost didn't have a concept of it. Like I did, because I was still, somewhat grounded, but it's almost like I was up here too, and part of me didn't even have a concept, and it didn't even matter. It didn't care, it didn't matter. Like I was where I was, and that is that. It was pretty awesome. So anyway, time for me was an experience. It's not, a logical thing. It was an experience. And I'm a lawyer, and I get it. You got to be at court at 8:30 and all that stuff. So I get the whole linear concept of time. But I think true time is really just a feeling. It's really just an experience. Even sometimes when you're meditating or you're playing or you're enjoying yourself, the time, you kind of go into this timelessness space, right? Sometimes they feel like you're there forever, but in a beautiful way. Sometimes you feel like it went by like that. So what really is time is just really a feeling, I think. a feeling of the experience that you're having. So anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that was interesting story. If it was, subscribe to our channel, hit the thumbs up button, share it with a friend, and I'll talk to you guys soon.